Bye, David. Thanks for your help.
Goodbye, Rudd. Rudd, good luck to you.
All ready? Walk on, Billy. Come on.
Are we nearly there?
Dad, are we?
How much further, Dad?
Way out west, back and beyond, by the black stump. Just this side of Whoop Whoop.
Is it, Dad?
Bastard squatters got all the best land hereabouts. 3,000 acres, Mother. It's the Riley place.
Oh, damn poverty-stricken vermin. Damn your government, Smith. A wrong decision letting them take land.
Political pressure, Mr. Riley. The townspeople are clamoring for their piece of paradise.
Tell me there.
Tell us again, Dad.
Well, we'll clear the land.
For cultivation.
Wheat, barley, oats,
Vegetables. A flower garden. Pigs.
cattle.
All on only 150 acres.
Plenty for a start. Tell me there. We're home! Yeah.
Like it.
Of course, there's still a bit of work to do yet.
The creek is dry, so's the cow. We're all broke, so's the plough. The horse is lame, the chooks won't lay. Just another day on our selection. On our selection. The year we came, we had a drought. Then floods, they put the bushfires out. The wind blew half the place away. Just another day on our selection. On our selection. When the blowflies roar and the yellow dogs howl, if it ain't Armageddon, then it's heading in the same direction. Got a hoe till you drop with a hole in your shoe on a mouthful of cockatoo stew on our selection. We planted barley, barley died. We planted oats, they never tried. We're planting corn, now let us pray. Just another day on our selection. On our selection. No butter, no bread, no blankets on the bed, and poor Dad bloody mad, still dreaming of a resurrection. Well, you gotta be silly or you gotta be a saint, 'cause it ain't a lot of fun here living on our selection. The sky is blue, the meat is green, the axe is blunt, but Dad's still keen.
They're only the place in the world, Mother, where a family can live so independent without breaking our backs and without a shilling in the bank.
Yeah? Jail.
Just another day on our selection. On our selection. On our selection. On our selection.
By the chance, 'tis dry, Rudd.
There's still a bit of water in the creek.
Crucifying work it is with the plough broke. If there's any justice in this world, you'll die a rich man. And soon, God willing.
Morning, Mr. Dwyer.
We're getting it done, Mrs. Rudd. But it's hard going without the plough.
Hoeing's the careful way of doing it, Mr. Dwyer.
Hey, Dad, Mr. Riley's here.
Yeah. What's he want?
Hey, Kate, Cyril's a bit of all right, isn't he?
Ah, corn, is it, Rudd? Good man.
4 acres.
I need workers, fencing, shearing, and so on. You and your boys interested?
No, too busy.
Regular cash in hand, Rudd. So, I can count on your vote?
Vote for what?
The by-election, man. You must know that Smith dropped dead.
Politicians are better dead as far as the good of the country's concerned.
So, I'm standing.
Well, down the crows.
Incidentally, if you ever think of selling,
Selling? I'm thinking of expanding.
you'll find me generous. Cash in hand, Rudd. Cash in hand. Cyril.
Get up.
Corn, 4 acres. Ha! We'll plant 40.
Us? 40 acres? Corn? Why?
You have a lot to learn, Cyril.
Yes, Father.
Need honest working men in the Parliament, not a money-grubbing maggot like Riley.
You offered me cash
So he's buying boats, is it?
for the property you can suit.
How much?
Joseph, I didn't drag the children halfway across the country and slave day and night just so you could sell to Riley.
How much is he offering?
Dad, you can't The whole sell. place must be worth a few hundred by now.
Too right, and we're stone
We're not selling.
If it was rain and pea soup, we'd be standing here with a fork, eh?
All right, come on, there's work to be done.
Dad,
All of you.
season after season, I brought cash into this house. Look, me boots are euchred. I haven't got a brass razoo to bless myself with, neither have you. Got kangaroos in the top paddock if you knock back Riley's offer.
Dan, we're not selling.
What's Riley want more land for?
Power, political privilege, and the paltry purpose of personal aggrandizement.
Pumpkin and stewed parrot.
Parrot? I'm not eating any parrot. Why can't we eat the chooks?
Because we need the eggs.
Hello.
Who's Dave seeing?
Lily White that was. He met her at the woolshed dance.
He's in love. You can see it working in him like yeast.
Lily White.
Her mother was the girl Buckley that was, who came from Ipswich.
Oh, well, Jack Buckley's daughter.
No, Bill's.
What, the engine driver?
Shearer. Alf was the engine driver.
Just so. Got his arm ripped off in Al Finning's threshing machine.
Married Edith Mackenzie.
What, Alf did?
No, Bill.
She's got a couple of kids.
What, Edith?
No, Lily.
Is that so?
She was married to Fred Donahue.
Till he got killed.
Struck to death by lightning during the big storm down Gundawindi.
Yeah, him and his dog.
You're a good dog, too.
Out of the way, Mick. Pearl. There it is. Those two little marks. You got to cut it.
But Dave, it was only a redback spider. Look out, Dave. There it is. What? Oh, hey, Mum. Mum. Gotcha.
Steady.
Oh.
Here, out of the way. Some of the poison.
I'm feeling a lot better now, Sid.
Better give her a good drink before she beds down, Mrs. White. I'll pop in and see her tomorrow.
We can't feed a family on boiled pumpkin and parrots.
We'll make money on the corn this year.
Yeah, we will. We'll get a new plough, some cattle. All we need to drop a rain.
Dad, last year the price of pigs was down. The year before that, the crop was so crooked the birds had to kneel down to get at the wheat.
At least we're independent, Dan. We're working for ourselves.
We need the ready cash. I'm going to Riley's.
You won't. The work's got to be done here if we're to get on.
We're starving.
Stop it, both of you. Joseph? Until the corn harvest.
I'm back.
Good lad. He's the reliable one.
Oh. More poison.
Mrs. Rudd?
Ah, morning, Sandy.
Dry, eh? Big dust storms out west, Mrs. Rudd.
Heat, dust, drought, flies. What next?
Locusts, probably. Pumpkins, eh? Only bringing 25 shillings a tonne in Brisbane now.
Well, we're not losing too much money then, are we?
Yeah, that's one good thing, Mrs. Rudd.
Kate's up at the house, Sandy.
Oh, is she? Right. Yeah.
Having a chat to Cyril Riley.
Mother likes music. I must say theatre's more to my liking.
Theatre. Did you see Miss Frances Ross in The Breaking of the Drought?
I have seen all our beautiful actresses, and not one of them is a patch on present company, Kate.
Come off it, Cyril.
Not one of them.
Brisbane. I can hardly imagine the excitement of it all.
Ready to go, boss? Hooroo, sis.
Riley, consider yourself in charge of the corn crop, Daniel. You're promoted.
Mind you, cattle more in my line.
First things first, my boy. And for every bag you harvest, 1 shilling bonus to you.
It's too dry, but needs rain. Walk on. Come on, Bonnie. Box up. Not a lot of water in the creek, Mr. Riley. Not enough for everybody now.
Just a drop or two, my boy. You listen to me, and you'll do well, Daniel.
Just till the rains come, eh? Start her up, Charlie.
Shower of rain, it helps.
Lucky. The old man couldn't give away a quid at a pauper's picnic.
We're managing, Dan.
Got Buckley's chance, Mother. Can't succeed without the wherewithal. Walk on.
How much is 120 bushels at 12 6 a bushel? Joe?
120
Bushels.
corn, Dad.
Yeah, corn.
Corn. Corn. At what, Dad?
At 12 6 a bushel. Corn's up to 12 6, Ellen.
12 shillings and 6 a bushel. A bushel? Well, we haven't done art at school. She's only showed us per.
Well, per then.
Per bushel. 120. And you want to know what, Dad?
How much it'll be, of course.
Right.
Don't help him, Kate. £29,000.
Oh.
You forgot to divide by 12 to bring it to pounds.
You blockhead!
£75, Joe.
£75, Dad.
75 pounds. We'll call and collect the check in a couple of weeks, you reckon, Mr. Peterson?
Yeah, good.
And we'll settle our account at the same time.
Good. You go to vote in the election on Saturday, Mr. Rudd.
Ah, what's the choice, Riley or MacDonald, a couple of squatters?
Wait until we women get the vote in Queensland, Mr. Peterson. Maybe even get into Parliament. We'll knock some sense into the system.
Too right.
Would be the end of family life, Mrs. Rudd.
Women in Parliament had lowered the tone of debate in government. Politics is men's work.
Don't forget to vote, Mr. Rudd. Later, I think they vote for you, Mrs. Rudd. Who knows? Good boy. Clop, tip, clop.
Father, if you win the election, we'll need some more help around the house, I shouldn't wonder.
If I win, it's a foregone conclusion.
I was thinking young Kate Rudd.
Maybe. Nothing serious, you hear? Stick to your own class.
Ellen!
Have a go, we'll never get it. So you put your right hand here. Woo! Come on, Dave.
Luck, not one egg.
No wonder living in a damn fool contraption like that.
It works. Grumpy old...
Ellen!
Sandy's here.
What for?
Oh, Joseph.
Ah, Kate, yeah.
Found the problem. He's full of chook eggs.
I'd love to see a few other places. If Dad let me get a job in town, I could send some money home to Mother. Buy a few things for myself.
Oh, yeah?
Not much. A dress and shoes. You know, Sandy. Go on.
Her voice is music in a fella's ears. She makes a fella smile when he feels low. She's not the sort to gad about, to flirt or be a cat about. In short, I'm really mad about her. Don't you know? She's my little concertina. She's always around when I call. Dressed up in patches, nothing quite matches.
Sandy's Harry Taylor's boy.
His mother was the girl Murphy. Fifth one of the Murphys who had the dairy.
What, Cecil Murphy's daughter?
No. Cecil took over Mulcahy's selection. Walter.
They was related.
Who? Cecil and Walter?
Oh, I don't mean Sandy and his mother.
Cecil and Walter were cousins on their father's side.
Just so. Cecil's old man was Sion, Walter's father was Perce, who got killed when he was gored by the Sullivans' Jersey Bull.
Madigan's.
Madigan's what?
Jersey Bull.
Ah.
Sing it soft, sing it sweet, get us all on our feet, my little concertina. She's my little concertina. She's not a kid anymore. She's comfy to dance with, to have a romance with. She gets them all on the floor.
Harry Taylor's son, eh? I wonder what happened to Harry's brother Clive, who got married to girl Emmett.
Don't know.
Sing it soft, sing it sweet, get us all on our feet, my little concertina. She's my little concertina. I hear the harvest dance is going to be at Delaney's.
I know.
And I was wondering...
We're all going.
If you'd do me the honour...
Would you like to come with us?
Going with me.
I'd love to.
In itself. There's money in it, and independence and respectability. What other way is there to avoid wage slavery or having some boss breathing down your neck? Now a man can get on when there's land like this.
Land, oh yes, Rudd. But where is it, huh?
Well, the whole country's land, I suppose. From one end to the other.
Yeah, but not for the likes of us.
Somebody ought to do something about Riley.
We should never have voted for him.
Who voted for him?
Somebody must have.
I'd vote for any mongrel. So long as he's not a mongrel like Riley.
Someone to go to the government and tell them they're no better than a bunch of bushrangers.
Someone who knows what it's like to struggle and work from dawn till dark.
Someone the likes of one of us.
Joseph Rudd M.P.
What's Dave doing?
He's still at home.
Stay with your
Mother.
Me? A job at your place, Cyril.
Household maid.
But I'm not qualified.
I think you're wonderfully qualified.
Gentlemen, take your partners.
Shall we?
Oh, it's the country life for me.
Here beneath the greenwood tree, a kindly lord,
A loving wife. There's nothing like a country life.
come join the dance, come join the fray, come dance until it's the break of day. A kindly lord,
A loving wife.
there is no joy like a country life.
Riley's only interested in sheep and cattle.
Like Sir Riley don't grow corn.
I tell you, he did. Out on that back paddock of his. And he watered it, too.
Ask Daniel, he'll know.
18 bags I got. Could be 90, 95 quid worth.
You're a marvel, Rudds.
A kindly lord,
A loving wife.
there is no joy like a country life.
The Lord is mounted for the hunt.
Pitch your
him, the chinless runt.
The master of the hounds in front.
Not a brain between them.
The hounds are racing to and fro.
What a stupid, wasteful show.
Now blow the horn and tally-ho.
They ought to guillotine them.
The lamb and the cozy nook. The hounds that hung by the battling brook.
The shingle hut that's freezing cold. The dingo dead in the water hole.
The village green, the larks that sing. The gentle deer and the lambs in spring.
The paddock bear, the crows that moan. The kangaroo and the sheep that's blown.
The nightingale,
the cockatoo,
the partridge pie,
the parrot stew,
the golden grey,
the failing crop,
the summer sun,
that never stops,
the noble oak,
the cursed gum,
the gentle rain,
that never comes.
Come join the dance, come join the fray, come dance the rest of the night away. Forget the talk, forget the strife, let's make the best of the country life. Let's make the best of the country life.
Hello, Mrs. Rudd.
Morning. Your boy Daniel is doing well, Rudd. I couldn't manage without him.
What do you get for murdering a politician?
A medal. Mr. Rudd, Mr. Dwight.
Excuse me, ladies.
It's quite nice, Gwen.
Just a moment, Mrs. Rudd. I won't be long.
What else can you share?
Can I be of assistance, Mr. Rudd?
Thanks, I'll wait for the boss. Look around, Ellen. Pick out something nice for yourself.
Look at this, Dad.
Yeah.
Hey, look.
Darling, be mine.
Thank you. At last, the money, at last. £30, your corn cleared.
Only £30?
Yeah. Everyone has grown so much corn, the price has dropped. Mr. Riley alone got 250 bags.
You what?
I credit the money against what you owe me. That brings your debt now to only £8.
We'll pay the rest as soon as we can, Mr. Peterson.
Let's go. Let's go.
How did we go?
£30.
Riley glutted the market.
Thanks to you, you traitorous whelp. How did we go?
Listen to me, Dad. You can't blame me for taking a good job at Riley. I was doing it for all of us.
I can blame you for bringing about the ruination of your own family.
Stop it, both of you.
I'm going. No use. You never beat the likes of Riley.
You're going all right. And you'll never set foot on my property again.
Joseph!
Kate? Maybe Mr. Peterson made a mistake with the sums.
So I've been thinking, I got this idea. It's my wife.
Your wife?
I want for her to be near me.
Didn't she, die?
So that when I'm passing away, we can be together in the same grave forever.
Of course, Mr. Peterson.
Ah, it nearly killed me, Mrs. Rudd. Her up in Grogan's Crossing buried all these years. I give you £5 to shift her down here.
Well, you mean dig her up and
Joseph, there are some things a man should do for another.
Oh, well, I don't know.
£8. The money you owe me, Mr. Rudd, then we call it quits.
Dave? Now, she's buried under the same tree as young Wally Jones was drowned in the dam. You remember that? Dave.
Wally Jones died of sunstroke.
No, that was Dan Fitzgerald's young daughter. John's boy is buried down by the creek.
I thought he was under the tree with a flat stone on him.
No, that stone beyond my poor old woman.
Ah.
And it bit on his stone, David.
Molly Fitzgerald were bit by a snake.
You're right, Mr. Peterson, you're right. Now, you remember that, Dave?
You sure you know the way to Grogan's Crossing, David?
I know the way, Mr. Peterson.
Dave knows this country like the back of his hand, Mr. Peterson. Why, I've seen that lad navigate through scrub so thick a dog couldn't bark in it.
Oh, Billy.
Dragon's Crossing. No, I wouldn't start from here if I was you. Oh, no. You want to go back about 1.25 miles to where the signpost used to be.
Signpost?
Yeah, there's a slip rail near a big gum tree. To the left it is. Can't miss it. Turn in there.
Big gum tree.
Can't miss it.
Want to ride?
Nah. You can open your own bloody gates.
Found her!
Dave.
I'll give you the bits in order.
A bit of leg, top bit.
Found it.
Must have been cracked.
Yeah.
You're a big woman.
Can you see where this bit fits?
No.
Must have been a spare.
Well, too late to head off now. We'll camp for the night. Quiet, isn't it?
Too quiet. What's that? What? That noise. Could have sworn I seen something.
You're getting yourself all jittery. Go to sleep.
Who's that? I took the wrong turning. I wouldn't camp here if I was you.
Why wouldn't you?
Ghosts.
See, I told you so.
Have you seen her then?
My oath.
Oh, you didn't, you galoot.
Oh, there is a ghost here. The ghost of a woman. And she's frightened bigger men than he is. Yeah, this is the place.
Mrs. Peterson?
Oh, I never knew her by name.
You seen her yourself then, have you?
Many's the time.
Suppose you was to see her again, would you know?
Quicker than I'd know you. On a moonless night, you can see her drifting along the creek, moaning, moaning, pitiful.
Is this her? I'll put a bit more wood on the fire. Or will we go to sleep?
Bit more wood.
To the Rudd family, I'd be forever grateful.
Think nothing of it, Mr. Peterson. We're square now.
But you weren't under that big stone. No, Dave.
Right.
If this were the big tree, and this is the stone, then we found her here.
You sure you're digging to the right place?
We got her right enough. Didn't we, Dave?
Didn't Mrs. Peterson have leg trouble?
Oh, yeah, for sure, yeah. That's her then.
One of her legs was cracked or something.
One of her legs. She only had one.
Look, there's no need for this. We'll make a go of it.
But Kate needs more than we can give her, Joseph.
Yeah. And we need the money she'll send.
Dry, eh?
Time to go.
Flies are bad.
You look after yourself, Sandy. Looking a bit crook lately.
Well, no wonder.
Come on.
I'll miss you. I mean, you know, and that's Cyril Riley. Well, I don't know.
Any word on Dan, Mr. Rudd?
No.
You take care of yourself.
Don't worry, Mrs. Rudd. I'll look after her. I'm so looking forward to a friendly working relationship, Kate.
Get up, horse. Whoa, Cyril.
Oh, yeah. Plenty to eat. Roast lamb, big baked potatoes, Lovely gravy. Plum pudding and custard. Oh. They're all dead. I starved them, all of them.
You were dreaming, Joseph. Shh. It's all right.
All right. All right. Each year sees things worse. We'll leave this accursed place. Me and my useless sons go and look for work on the track.
Useless?
Dad, how did you ever... black people make a good go of it when they was around here?
Go to sleep, Joe. Dad, listen. What do we do when times are toughest? When the squatters, the shopkeepers, the millers squeeze us dry and we're in debt to the ears? What does the Australian farmer do?
Complain to the government.
What do we do, Joseph?
We start again. That's what we do. This'll all be yours one day, Dave. I dare say you'll be getting married. Sooner or later.
I thought this place was
Lawson's gone. I know he's not coming back. Not a word to anyone, but I'll be going down to the Lands Office and select it. In your name, eh, Dave? We'll stock it with cattle.
I can just see myself riding around after cattle.
Me too.
To speak the truth, I'm not at all satisfied the way we've been dragging along on that old place. No, I've been sick of it a long time ago.
Cattle-its suit me.
There's money in cattle.
All we gotta do is ride round and look at them, brand them, and sell them. Ah!
They're in the trees. Give me some work.
I work round here, mate.
I'm a champion worker.
Wouldn't matter if you was the best worker in the country. Get off out of it.
My name's Jack.
My mother will give you a feed, but
All right, Jack. Time to clear off.
No.
Aren't you going?
Don't interrupt me when I'm chopping wood for the missus.
I can't pay any wages. Now clear off.
I don't want any wages.
Dave loves Lily. 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 Dave loves Lily.
Joseph,
Yeah?
how is Lawson's place ours?
Well, our kettle's on it. I'm selecting it for Dave.
Have you fixed up the papers at the Lands Office?
What? Not yet, no.
Then it's not ours.
I will. Better give old Billy a good feed. I'll be going into town tomorrow.
Are the Rudds receiving guests?
The return of the prodigal son.
Not a word. Not one syllable. Let it slide. You turned me out. That's true. I don't mind. I deserved it. I obeyed like a man, didn't I? Now I'm back. A better, a wiser, and a richer man. Never mind. My own part is forgotten long ago.
Come inside and clean up, Dan. Have you eaten?
Not a bite all bloody day. Sorry, Mother. Well, I'm afraid you'll have to put up with me the way I am for a day or two. Fact is, my wardrobe's been sent.
Dave will lend you a shirt and boots, won't you, Dave?
Fon's a mare, Dan.
Yes.
Yeah. Rub her down, put her in the yard with an armful of hay, Joe.
Oh, the shed, if you would, Joe. Stay with her in the shed.
Right.
Are you staying long, Dan?
Well, fact is, I've had enough of bloody Outback life. Sorry, Mother. I might settle down. Buy myself a property.
Good lad, place of your own.
Too bloody right. Sorry, Mother, I'm sorry. I was thinking of cattle.
Cattle, eh? It's amazing how they breed when you let them alone.
Bloody oath.
You watch your tongue, boy, in front of the women. You could set Lawson's place. He's walked off.
Cattle, eh? No good leaving your money in the bank.
Son of mine. There's money in the bank.
Next one will be lot number 23, and that's Silky, the fine imported milking cow. Rate your money for her buyers.
Quick!
Mr. Rudd, please. This is an auction, not a raffle.
Well, £3.10.
Right, well, I bet £3.10. That's £3.10 the bid now. I bet £4.10 the bid away, sir. I bet £5 all right. That's £5 and I bet £5.
Rubbish.
I bet £5.10. That's £5.10 and I bet £6. That's £6. Right there, buyers. So lot number 24 now coming into the ring. Right there, beautiful cow you've got before you. They're a first carpet side. Write your money for her, please.
£3.10.
10 quid. I bet 10 down, I bet
Got
10,
to
all right,
go.
I bet £11 reader. £11.10, £11.10 down, I bet £12. That's £12.10, the bit only down, I bet 13 quid. I bet 15 right, sir. None of them's any good. No, me cattle.
Well, we've got to buy something to get you started. How much you got on you?
See, that's the trouble with banks. They're never there when you want them to be, when you need them.
You mean nothing?
I just told you, it's in the bloody bank.
I'll borrow a few quid. You can pay me back.
Oh, no, I don't know.
No, not a word. Least I can do. Alf Peterson's good for a quid or two in a good cause.
Right.
Hey, not a word to your mother.
Fool and his money are soon parted.
You're hurting them.
Good on you.
No, Dad.
What do you mean, no? I'm dying of thirst.
Dad, what colour are foxes?
Fox? Well, you've seen him. Kind of browny yellow with a big fluffy tail.
Must have been a dog then.
What, hanging around your damn fool cookhouse?
No, floating down in the waterhole. Dead. Crops. Look.
Yeah. Big buckskin mare, Mr. Rudd. Went missing from Goombara Station 3 weeks back.
Oh, yeah?
And you say you don't know where Dan is?
That's right. To tell you the truth, not exactly, no.
Well, if he comes back, tell him we'd like him to help us with our inquiries. Mr. Riley would like to have a word with him, too.
Oh, I'll tell him, all right. Yes, I will. Up! Damn him. I suppose he won't pay that money back now.
What money?
Oh, nothing.
What money, Joseph? Joseph?
Money in the bank. I'll give him money in the bank.
Where are the cattle he bought?
I bought. I put them on Lawson's place.
Did you make a claim on Lawson's place at the Lands Office?
What's for tea? Oh, I don't know. Riley, probably, but they wouldn't say. Anyway, somebody beat me to it.
Well, let's put an end to the cattle business, eh?
I got it. For Dave.
Well, why didn't you...
Because you never listen. You're too busy running around like a headless chook.
Mother?
Dave's game?
Joseph, come here.
Oh, me. When I wouldn't have Sid Green, he was going to hang himself. But a curlew screeched so sudden, he fell off the ladder and injured himself internally.
Oh.
Lily White, eh? Old Jack Buckley's granddaughter.
No, Bill's. Was married to the boy O'Donoghue.
Never knew him.
Pat Donohue's son.
Oh, I remember Pat. Great sense of humor.
Yes, he was a dentist.
We'll just hope she's good enough for Dave.
I only courted a couple of girls before. One of them accepted a side saddle and a ring off me, then married another bloke. I gave her up.
Oh. You're the girl for me. Love me.
What do you want?
Will you?
My oath.
Why are you getting married, Dave? I'm not. Well, women love weddings, but...
My oath.
I suppose that's why so many of them get married, eh?
Is Kate coming home for the wedding, Mother?
Of course she is, dear. Keep still.
I hope she brings Cyril.
Poor Sandy.
It's me father. It's him.
What happened?
He's lost his reason, Joseph.
Oh, nonsense. Look how reasonable he is about money.
Yes, he won't charge us a penny when he murders us in our beds.
He's in the shed.
Oh, right. Go and have a look, Dave. You're not scared. Come on, Mother, we'll all go. Is me father there? Jack, be reasonable!
Hurry!
Your father's dead and buried long ago! No, the missus keeps you in the house! Poke him some food in under the door. He'll calm down directly.
He needs to see the doctor.
Doctor rubbish. You'd see him packed off to a lunatic asylum, would you? He's better off here.
I don't know. What's the difference?
Jack. Yippee. It's your father.
Just give out!
Oh, I don't know. I thought it'd be better than this, Dave. Tell your dad.
I will.
Are you afraid?
No.
Oh, come on. Pass him up another.
Rod, someone's got to stand again Riley.
Just so. Someone will in time. Smug little place, wouldn't you say?
A born leader with the gift of tongues and a head full of fine phraseology.
Not many parents can give their young'uns a start like this.
Bill wants to know where the fireplace is going.
What?
Ah, well, it's not always an advantage. In the summer, it makes the place too hot. And if there's a westerly blowing, it'll smoke you out.
But...
Oh, keep it going. You're not building the federal capital.
Now, listen to me, Rod. We need a politician who can talk underwater till he's blue in the face. It's your patriotic duty, Rod.
Just so, I dare say. But I don't know.
Bill says, why are we using all this old stuff for?
Well, all the better for that. It's your green timber that's the ruination of new houses.
Look up here! Joe! Oh, crikey! Just drop it, you idiot!
No, it's all right.
Guys, get on the ground! Holy mother of God, a deaf-hander!
What do you think?
A deaf-hander!
That time will have to come off.
Keep still if you want your life saved.
Oh, the poison's working. They'll both be dead by sundown.
Where are the fang marks? Don't
Up with them, quick!
Don't die!
Before the poison's through the hole in their bodies!
Hold it still. Yeah.
Here, I couldn't. Oh, keep him moving. Don't let him sleep or he's dead as a maggot.
I'm not a bit. Dave,
Ow!
hit me.
Joe's not bit. Dave hit him with a lump of wood.
Dave, bit.
We're only a
Chicken snake? Harmless.
Can't you tell one damn snake from another?
I wanted to keep that.
Go and get out of it, you dog.
I'll stop you fooling around and get back to work.
Fooling around? Who's fooling around? Only you snivelling idiots. And that pumpkin-headed Irish pig.
You insolent wombat. Get back to the job.
I'm going. No need to tell me.
Going where? What is it you want?
More than the few miserable shillings I get once a year, that's what.
Damn it, fella, do you think I'm a millionaire?
I'm going to Delaney's for work. For money. For Lil and the kids.
He'll be back.
Dave's a man now. I expect he thinks it's time he had some pay from you.
Where's Dad?
brother's dead. I got him. The rest is silence. Oh.
What's Delaney putting in here?
Barley?
Good plough.
My own.
Good horses, are they?
My oath.
You ought to come back home, Dave, before your wedding.
Dunno.
Well, your mother's missing you. Jack's fixed our plough.
Good.
I got him from Dwyer, put up a bit of a fence for him.
Take you from a good, solid home and to dump you in a kennel. That's what it is.
Oh, it'll be a neat little place directly. Yeah, the old man's gonna, you know, later on.
Where is he?
He's not home, Mrs. White. He's gone into town to pick up some stuff for the wedding.
They say the selector's the salt of the earth. A description like that's an occasion for mirth. 'Cause the salt on our pumpkin's much more than we're worth. When we're falling, they give us a push. It's a glorious life in the bush. They talk about freedom, but freedom's a joke. We're free to go hungry, we're free to go broke. Politicians don't care for the ordinary bloke. When we're falling, they give us a push.
I'm telling you, old Riley's definitely standing again.
Win, man, of all your stand.
Well...
You will, you must.
I don't know. Me in the Queensland Parliament?
Why not?
Well, I still have a bit of self-respect left.
The squatters came early to squat on the land, but you'd think they squat on the Almighty's right hand. It's more than a sensitive stomach can stand. When they want something, God, how they push. It's a glorious life in the...
Anyway, the election's near a year off. What's the hurry?
We got to organise, man.
The campaign.
That's right.
Perhaps you should do it, Joseph.
You reckon so?
Yes. For those like us who've struggled all their lives, someone has to speak for us.
Pay's good, too.
I'll do it. A dance then, Maud.
Mr. Rudd,
No, Joseph, please.
what would you say about a man so mean he'd keep his daughter in a dog kennel?
I say he must be one of Riley's mob.
A man who uses his son as a working bullock, who gives him nothing and grinds him down and makes a slave of him.
What the devil are you on about?
And thinks a pigsty is good enough for him and his new wife, my daughter, and her children to live in. A cattle yard.
Go to the devil.
A cookhouse. You're no human person. You're a mean old screw, you are, you are.
You tomcat.
Keep your hands off. Strike at a defenseless woman, would you?
Blast you.
Curse a respectable woman, would you?
What a perfect wedding. Just perfect.
Your father, a political candidate, ruffians, poltroons, peasants, the lot of them. Father will bust his boiler with mirth. Come on, Katie. Come to Cyril. You deserve better. You deserve me.
Hands off, Cyril!
Come on. Oh, not again.
Respect, Cyril. Respect.
Kate! No! Mother! Kate!
Joe?
Kate!
Kate! It's Kate.
Mother, it's Kate!
Finch?
And, Harry Taylor's boy.
How long are you staying?
I'm not going back.
Why?
I don't want to talk about it now, Sarah.
It's his father.
Surely you haven't forgotten something for Sandy.
No. Kate and me's engaged to be married.
Oh,
Well! Well!
Mr. Rudd? It's just not possible.
£100.
Yeah.
Dear me, dear me. No, Mr. Rudd, no.
No.
How large is your holding?
What? 150 good acres cleared.
And a house, shed, yards?
Pigsties, chook house, good fences now, and Dave's setting up on Lawson's old place.
Quite so.
If only we could clear a few small debts, Mr. Todd. What with the lack of rain and my daughter Kate's wedding's coming up, and there may be an election campaign to pay for.
Your farm is worth how much if you sold?
We're not selling the selection.
Hypothetically, Mr. Rudd.
Oh, well, I reckon...
Yes?
a couple of quid an acre, so I thought...
No. 4 or 5 times that. With the railway coming. From now on, Mr. Rudd, let me do your thinking for you. Thank you, Marge.
Railway coming where?
Put yourself in our hands, Mr. Rudd. Financial management is the gist of the matter. A loan? Certainly. Only 4% interest.
4%?
Trifle. On a politician's salary. Now, is that amount enough, Mr. Rudd? Future Member of Parliament, eh?
Mr. Rudd?
My place, Rudds, Lawson's, now Rudds. The railway line will run right along his boundary. Do you get my meaning, Mr. Todd?
I do, Mr. Riley.
How much did you lend him?
£1,000 at 4%.
He'll never make the payments. He'll spend like a drunken sailor on his pathetic election campaign. I'll beat him, and you'll sell his place to me.
Yes, Mr. Riley. I think I understand, Father.
You're learning, Cyril.
Woo, woo!
I've got no sympathy for you. A whole bottle of whiskey?
A celebration. We're free. We owe nothing to anybody.
Except the bank. They own us, Joseph.
Marvellous things, Blinks.
And we'll spend the rest of our lives working for them. How do you reckon I'm paying the interest?
With my wages as a member of Parliament, Ellen.
What if you're not elected?
Mother, please. Some more tea, Reverend?
Most kind. Have you decided on a date for the wedding yet?
We were thinking early November.
Oh, crikey!
Will Mr. Rudd be up to the rigours of an election campaign, do you think?
No doubt we're all hoping for a victory for the Labour Party.
Dad, what party is he?
None, you numbskull. I'm independent. Oh.
The Conservatives have been doing a sterling job. Roads, schools, the railway system.
Rubbish!
It's only the Labour Party that'll give votes to women.
My dear Mrs. White, if God had meant women to vote, he'd have burdened them with logic rather than blessed them with intuition.
Name me one single thing the Labour Party has ever done for this country. They're as useless as the Conservatives.
Surely you're not going to argue that a rabble mob of independents can do anything for us.
The independents will represent the little people. The farmer, the battler, the man on the land.
What about the woman on the land? These independents will do nothing for us. They're as bad as the Conservatives.
Oh, dear, no, much worse.
What?
Well, I mean...
We want progress. We want equality. We want the vote.
Damn it, woman! I'll give you progress.
Joseph, the man's got no trousers on.
Some more tea, Reverend?
If you don't vote for an independent, you'll be voting for a politician, and you can't trust any of them.
Because they're all mean.
Lost of political ignorance. Is there no hope for the country, Labour?
Anything else you'd like, Reverend?
Women?
Could it trouble you for another scone?
Ask the parson when he's going to bring back that horse I lent him. I'll blast him too, and what? I'll shoot yourself. Shoot, another woman.
Joe, go and talk to Dad and your brother.
It's too cold outside. Anyway, I've got to feed me
Spider.
Oh.
Go.
Pretty quiet, ain't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How much longer's Mrs. Brown staying?
Oh, not long. We better light a few fires, keep the wallabies off the wheat.
What, now?
Now!
What wheat?
Oh, hold your tongue, sir. Do get told.
I'll come with you.
There ain't no wheat. There ain't no wallabies.
Isn't no wallabies.
Oh, go to sleep, Joe.
Sleep here? What's wrong with our beds?
Listen.
Dave, Dad.
Who was that?
Miss Rudd.
Well, now, Dave. Here's to,
David. We'll call him David.
Interest rates will be the ruination of the family. And we're demanding fair prices for what we produce by the sweat of our brows. Low prices and high interest rates have kept our noses to the grindstone and our families in slavery all these years. The worm has turned. Us easy-going, poor, leaderless, mortgage-bound selectors are waking up. No longer are we prepared to be the dupes of praying politicians, grasping squatters, and city businessmen. We demand a voice in the government of this country.
And Joseph Rudd is that voice.
How am I doing?
Buy another round and you're doing marvellous.
Well, it's the bank's money. My shout, drinks for everyone.
My cup of tea is Rudd M.P.
Because I maintain that a government that makes bad laws to feather the nests of the rich and the unscrupulous is a bad government. And I will tell them so. But neither will I make promises that cannot be kept. I'd like to say this. The future government of this country...
Now, you all know there's an election coming up. I'm your local member, and I've looked after you, every man, woman, and child.
You've looked after yourself, you scoundrel, and stabbed us struggling selectors in the back like the snob and the swindling squatter that you are.
I have laboured hard and tirelessly for this district.
Like having the government gab put on your own property.
And I'll continue to work.
What about the railway? It'll go right past your place, I'll bet.
Yes. I and my forebears have, through our own efforts, carved a living from the soil.
Hang on.
And now...
Stand back and let the dog have a look at the rabbit.
We've all heard a lot of squatter politicians like Riley here open their mouths, put their brains out of gear and promise us the world.
I intend...
Have you ever stopped to ask him and his a few important questions? Ask him about his cobber at the bank. You ever wondered why, suddenly, when you put the acid on the bank manager, he's all over you like a rash? And then when you can't make the payments and the bank kicks you off your little piece of dirt, who buys it? Riley.
Yes,
Why? Ask him about the coming railway line, but you'd stand a better chance of this drought breaking tomorrow or finding an honest lawyer than getting Riley to tell you the truth. Crooked?
Sure.
Him and his squatter mates couldn't lie straight in bed. So, why don't you vote for one of your own kind? My dad. Dad Rudd. Everybody's dad.
There'll be no more blowflies, there'll be no more debt, no warts or baldness, no toil or sweat. There'll be no more blisters, no aches and pain, no constipation. You'll be young again. The blind will walk and the deaf will see when you vote, if you vote for me. There'll be no more worry, there'll be no more doubt. There'll be no more difference between rich and poor. The lame will talk and the dumb will see when you vote, if you vote for me. How happy the world will be when you vote, if you vote for me. If you vote for me.
You're sitting on my hat. What? You're sitting on my hat, you great galoot. Hmm? In respect of the declaration of the polls for the seat of Eton, it is my duty as returning officer to announce the following results.
I need a sherry, sir.
Yes, Mother.
Riley, 499 votes. Rudd, 516. I therefore declare Joseph Murtagh Rudd elected to the seat of Eton.
How are you, bud?
Aye, Yemeni, Mr. Rudd M.P. You'll be off to Brisbane soon, I shouldn't wonder.
Just so.
I hear of some second-hand roofing iron for sale in Brisbane, Your Honour. I buy for sure. You can find out about it for me, I think.
And I sent a crate of chooks to a dealer in Brisbane a week ago. I want you to see him and get the money for me, Rudd.
Good on you, Rudd. I was just wondering if...
You can chooks with me.
Come on. Right, quiet. This political stuff's harder than digging post holes or putting out bushfires.
Congratulations, Rudd.
Reverend McFarlane.
Mrs. Rudd, what a happy day.
Look at the women. They just love a wedding.
Funerals the more to my liking.
Come on.
Where is she?
Hello. Dearly beloved.
Oh, Christ.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered here in the presence of God before these witnesses to join together this man and this woman in marriage. I require and charge you both, as you shall answer at the day of judgment, that if either of you know any just cause why you may not lawfully be joined in marriage, you do now confess it.
Stay there.
We pray that thou wilt enrich these thy servants here before thee with thy grace, that they may truly keep the vows they're about to make. Do you, Alexander, take this woman, Kate, to be your wedded wife? And do you promise and covenant?
Too right. Yeah, anything.
Dan!
Do you, Kate, take this man, Alexander, to be your wedded husband until God shall separate you by death?
I do.
As a token of the covenant into which you've entered, this ring is given and received. The left hand, man. Fourth finger. I pronounce you to be man and wife. What God hath joined together, let not man put asunder.
If you don't, I will.
Wealthy fellas were sitting together one day while enjoying a malt in a sensible way, and they thought it was suited to go to the fair. Little Hennessy, Murphy, and Paddy O'Hare. They come in at the gate and the shout and the noise of admiring the ladies and greeting the boys, and they said, "Heavens, this is a life we declare." Little Hennessy, Murphy, and Paddy O'Hare. Well, they stumbled by accident into the bar, and they sucked on a dram, and they sampled the charge, and it has to be said they were showing somewhere. Was old Hennessy, Murphy, and Paddy O'Hare.
Dad Rudd M.P, eh? Wouldn't surprise me if you ended up the Premier of bloody Queensland. Now I've got some big plans with you as the local member. I thought we might be able to...
I can't do you any special favours, Dan.
Ah, of course not. You'd look after me the same as you would any businessman, Father.
Wasn't a second to spare for old Hennessy, Murphy, and Paddy O'Hare.
Marry Dan. God, no, my husband would kill me.
A bit of a pour, my bit for the occasion. I praise the pioneer of Australia, a great good bloke who'll never fail ya. I mean the fearless Geoffrey Rudd, who toiled his way through bush fire and flood, through drought and cares and worries not a few, on a diet of pumpkin and kangaroo stew. To different toil his back now he'll bend, as the Honourable Rudd M.P, the farmer's friend. So raise your glasses, I'll no longer regale ya, and drink to a friend of all Australia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, now, the speech from the best man.
Come on, Dave. Come on, Dave.
ladies and gentlemen, I'm not real good at public speaking, but I know I speak for everybody when I wish the best to Kate and Sandy. Mother, Honourable Dad, Member for Parliament, Parson McFarlane, everybody, Kate and Sandy.
Dad said he'd build us a better house.
I know. Mum told me.
I voted for you, Mr. Rudd.
Mr. Rudd, truce.
Hey, look!
True.
Member of Parliament now, eh? The Honourable Joseph Rudd.
Just so.
The creek is dry, so's the cow. We're all broke, so's the plough. The horse is lame, the chooks won't lay. Just another day on our selection. On our selection. When the blowflies roar and the yellow dogs howl, if it ain't Armageddon, it's heading in the same direction. Got a hoe to the crop with a hole in your shoe, on a mouthful of cockatoo stew on our selection.
They talk about freedom, but freedom's a joke. We're free to go hungry, we're free to go broke. Politicians don't care for the ordinary bloke. When we're fallen, they give us a push. It's a glorious life in the bush.
There'll be no more blisters, no aches and pain, no constipation. You'll be young again. The blind will walk and the deaf will see when you vote, if you vote for me, if you vote for me.
First you turn to the right, right, right. Hug your partner real tight, tight, tight. Close your eyes and just sway. Would you like to make hay? Now we'll do it again, again, again. Just the way we did then, then, then. Hug your partner and say, wouldn't you like to make hay? Make hay! Fellas were sitting together one day while enjoying a malt in a sensible way. They thought it was something to go to the fair. Did old Hennessy, Murphy and Paddy O'Hare. They come in at the gate to the shouting and noise, all admiring the ladies and greeting the boys, and they said, heavens, this is the life we declare. Did old Hennessy, Murphy and Paddy O'Hare. The Lord is mounted for the hunt. Picture him, the chinless runt. The master of the hounds in front. Not a brain between them. The hounds are racing to and fro. What a stupid, wasteful show. Now roll the horn and tally-ho. They ought to guillotine them. Come join the dance, come join the fray. Come dance the rest of the night away. Forget the toil, forget the strife. Let's make the best of the country life. Let's make the best of the country life.
Just another day on our selection. On our selection.